The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
All right, Ashley Ingram, first road trip of the season. You're off to Marsville to face the Lions. Start us off with a statement about heading back to Mears Stadium for a second straight year.
No, we have a big challenge this week. Marsville's got a really good football team. They've got a great quarterback. Obviously, Coach Barnett's been in the program for a long time. Really defensively, they played great against us last year, and we were obviously very fortunate to come away with a win. So hopefully we can play better, and hopefully we can go up there and represent.
It's a little weird going there without Tim Clifton roaming the sidelines, but Kevin Barnett's been there for forever and a day, 37 years all told, so I guess not too much different. I know your sample size personally is small, but do you see any differences from last year to this year with the one-game sample size against Winston-Salem State from what they're doing?
No, we just seen one game. Obviously, defensively, as always, they're very athletic. They run to the football, play with a purpose. They've got a lot of talent on the defensive side. Offensively, really good at quarterback, as we all know. Really good at running back with John Gillette. So just a very challenging situation to go up there and play. Travel day of the game and play a very good football team that's well coached.
You alluded to J.R. Martin. Feels like he's been around for forever and an eternity. What sticks out to you about his skill set at quarterback for the Lions?
I think one of our coaches said it best. He's like a magician back there. You know, he stays alive. He can make the throws when he needs to make the throws, but when he needs to use his feet and run, he can do that. He presents a lot of problems and a lot of challenges.
You've had a couple extra days to get ready for this one, playing on Thursday. How did you use the extra time?
Well, we came back and we practiced Friday, and then we practiced again Monday. So we essentially got kind of a jump start on it, but we'll need all of it. The thing about JR is he's played so much football, he's played so long, is no matter what we throw at him, he will have seen it. He will understand what's going on. So we're going to have to play really well, and we're going to have to control the ball on offense and hopefully keep him on the sideline a little bit.
Biggest takeaways from last year's game, and I know it's insanity to score 14 points in the last 96 seconds to win, but lessons learned from last year that you hope to apply this season?
Well, I think the biggest one was, we've got to avoid the negative plays on offense. We didn't play very well offensively. They played great. I obviously attribute that to what they did on defense. But we got to move the ball forward. We got to avoid the negative plays, and then we have an opportunity to make some plays we need to, which we did last year. We made some plays. And then defensively, we've got to find a way to keep those guys out of the end zone and get the ball back to us.
Probably a bit too, for at least for this game, that you haven't really experienced this year. Start fast. I think Marsville was up 17-0 and then outgained you 152 yards to 6 yards last season. How have you been pleased with the way your team has started its first two games this year?
So far, so good. It's just two games, and obviously it was kind of a mismatch the last game, just to be honest. So take that for what it's worth. We just have to play better. I went back. I've watched the last year's game many times. I think I was telling our coaching staff this morning, offensively, the first 20 plays of the game were just a debacle. I mean, it was pretty bad. So we got to play better and anticipate that we will play better.
You had a couple nicks and dings to start the year. How did playing as many people as you did against the Gladiators help toward that end?
Right. I think it helped. I think it'll get some guys some experience who have not played a lot of football. Then the other thing it allowed us to do is get our starters out of the game. So we walk into this game as as healthy as we could be.
Who stood out to you for the first 2 weeks of the season?
Teddy Gleaton in his play. The first week we didn't play him this past week. Didn't feel like we needed to. Was impressive. Mario Sanchez just coming in has been impressive. Jaden Griffin has been impressive. Chico Mason is just Chico Mason. Just is the same guy every day. Cruz Temple. It just goes on and on. We're playing pretty good up on the offensive line. But I think we're just playing fairly well.
How useful is it to have the growth that you have had this year in an environment like Carson-Newman provides?
Oh, it's been great. The thing about Carson-Newman is if kids will just stay in our program, it'll change their lives. Just being at school here, obviously being in a Christian university and being around the kind of people that we are surrounded by, it has no choice but to change your life if you'll do it. And then on the field, we're working hard and we're trying to grow in that area as well.
Anything else to add before you take on the Lions on Saturday?
We are excited to play. Certainly want to play better than we did last year, but we have a heck of a challenge in front of us. But we're excited to go see what we can do.